We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Hurts throwing right away. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Point it right, point it right.
Now Mayfield. That's caught. Emeka Buka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Buka, 48 yards. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? And you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, easy, 63. Great.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
No touch.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
63.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First
They'll
down.
run the jet sweep with Brown. And bulldozing his way through. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now be caught by Shipley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And an Eagles first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
It's a gain of 34. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
20. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This 2nd and 4.
Regular. 180. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. If my dad's an accomplished tap dancer, I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really? And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marc-Anthony, his 10th touchdown this season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Mayfield down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's got a Ibuka. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Pistol.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first down carry for Barkley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And that flag accepted. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The middle with Irving. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next the score, Buccaneers 42, Eagles 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Great. Miami. Hey, let's go. Hey, step.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180!
Now a give, Irving running right. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, Rankin. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rankin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Hey, alert 33. 180. What's up?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
180! What's up?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Tampa. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
180!
To throw, Mayfield. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jalen McMillan, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And out across midfield, down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good. For the Eagles, first down. 24-yard gain.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some space here.
Oh, and a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Eagles, first down. Gain of 16 yards.
He'll look to throw.
First down, Eagles.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
12. First down, Philadelphia.
Barkley, inside handoff. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29-yard line.
180.
They'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. A gain of 19 yards.
They'll go to Barkley again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
This is caught.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Mayfield.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
180! Regular! What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He'll try and do this himself.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
180! What's up?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Baker. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Point it right. Rail. Up. What's up?
Mayfield to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Elliott on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Eagles 64, Buccaneers 57.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Able to slither by.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot from Mayfield here.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game.